Hello, my name is Craig, and I'm a Punch-Out addict. I played the hell out of the original NES game more than 20 years ago, and when the Super NES game came out 5 years later, I played the hell out of that one too. So it's obviously no secret that I'm extremely excited to review Punch-Out on the Wii. It's been 15 years since the last time Nintendo rolled out its arcade boxer, and the Punch-Out spirit has been captured wonderfully by the developers at Next Level. Just like the NES game, you play as Little Mac, rising up through the ranks with the help of his coach, Doc Lewis.
I'm going to teach you everything you need to know.
There are 13 fighters of different stereotypes and fighting styles during your rise through the ranks. That may sound like a small number until you beat the last guy after dozens of tries, only to have to defend your title against the entire roster again with completely new moves and new strategies. Even though there have been 4 different Punch-Out games before it, the Wii game feels more like a reboot of the NES originals. The cheesy 2-frame animation style of the classic Punch-Out has been thrown out in favor of the 3D style that just oozes personality. Characters animate with incredible detail, and they all have something to say, whether it's in English, French, or even Turkish.
Get him, Sedilon!
There are also these quirky still-frame cutscenes to introduce each fighter, and the crowd is well animated. Everything in the game shows a level of detail and polish that you would expect from a big Nintendo game. My only hard criticism is the lack of variety in the fighters. Apart from newcomer Disco Kid, the entire roster of Punch-Out opponents has been recycled from previous Punch-Out games. For those that have played the hell out of the original games, this is a bit of a letdown because you lose a sense of discovery. You fought every one of these guys before. It's almost as if the developer was afraid to distance itself from Nintendo's original concept and played it a little safe in reviving the Punch-Out franchise. Punch-Out is not a boxing simulator, at all. Those looking for the Wii's version of Fight Night should walk away right now. This is an arcade action game. You use pattern recognition and quick action on the D-pad to dodge and attack an opponent twice your size. Every single one of your opponents telegraphs his punch a split second before he throws it, and the gameplay revolves around watching these quick animations. You dodge, block, or punch accordingly. It's absolutely impossible to win a fight by playing offensively. You've got to master the dodge and counter move if you're going to take the title belt in Punch-Out, and this gameplay still holds up very well today. The game can be played with punch motions on the nunchuck and remote, and you can also use the balance board to dodge and duck. But come on, Punch-Out is about fast reactions, and there's nothing faster than the button press. Leave those motion gimmicks alone and play the game the way it was meant to be played, with the controller and its NES-style orientation. The team did give fans something we wanted for years, multiplayer. When you consider the source gameplay, it's not an easy thing to turn the single-player design into a versus battle, but Next Level came up with some pretty clever ideas to incorporate the Punch-Out mechanics into a 2-player matchup. Here, each player is Little Mac, and as you fight, you'll earn power that'll fill up a gauge, turning Little Mac into an oversized monster called Giga Mac. The 2-player mode is a nice supplement to the awesome single-player, but it's not a game seller by any means. And I really can't believe this versus mode doesn't support online, especially after all the online work the developer did in its last Wii game, Mario Striker Charge. There's also a lot of replayability outside the career mode. When you defeat an opponent, you open up a challenge option where you have to fight him again with specific goals in mind. You might have to knock him out in 5 punches, or discover a single way to earn star power by punching him at the right moment. Earn all the goals for a single character, and you're rewarded with extras that can be checked out in the main menu.
Work 'em, Mac. Work 'em.
I'll admit I was kind of worried that the Punch-Out franchise couldn't hold up in today's generation, but after pounding my way through the ranks, Next Level really nailed it and made a game that's both familiar and fresh, with arcade-style gameplay that's unmatched. Great job, guys. For the full written review, punch on over to IGN.com.
Left, right.